My knee has been messed up, so I can't ride anywhere. I wanted to go maybe a long distance somewhere, but it ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna do some musings and maybe some hacks that I did that worked for me. For now, sheepskin or not sheepskin. So I saw it, from the Everride guy, Tyler, what's his name? I don't remember. Nice guy, seems to be really nice videos. So I saw it from him and I was thinking, yeah, let me try it, I mean, it's one of those things, like I was really very skeptical about. I didn't even know where to get the sheepskin, but I bought one, on the internet, then I bought another one in Costco, so I ended up, with a bunch of sheepskins, all kinds of colors, and I actually use it, for a dozen of it. So, but the thing is this, I was thinking, when I first tried it, I was like, okay, it makes a little bit of difference. And on my first ride, that I did, to Houston, which was exactly 135 miles, I just drove straight, from here to Houston, 135 miles, and basically didn't stop anywhere. Just went there, refueled on the way back, same thing, just refueled, before I left. And then another 135 miles, no stopping anywhere, really felt good before, really felt good, afterward. And that was kind of like a very thin one, it was actually, so I thought, yeah, it's kind of works, and it makes a little difference. Now, but I still didn't think it was like, would you really spend, like $100 on it, or is it worthy? I don't know. On my next trip, which was actually a longer trip from Austin to Cedar Lake, which was 305 miles one way, 300 miles another way, and then kind of run around, another 100 miles. So in the first time, when I went to Cedar Lake, I was basically going 100 miles, stop, refuel, and just keep riding. Literally, I didn't take any breaks, I had maybe going to the bathroom once, I literally just was stopped, 100 miles, 200 miles, and I was at the lake, at 305 miles, And I actually felt really good. I could have easily kept going, for another couple hundred miles, it was just really a piece of cake ride, The ride back, it started raining, so it was, that's kind of pain in the ass with the sheepskin, When it starts raining, you have to put it away, you can't really have it soaked in water, because it's gonna destroy it, and you don't really want to sit in a puddle of freaking drenched wool, so that's actually a good test, to compare, because on the way, 300 miles, I was doing exactly the same thing, 100 miles, stop, refuel, keep going. And when I first sat on the stock seat, and both of my bikes, like this bike, I was actually going with my Super Tenere. I'm actually quite comfortable on the, I won't say quite comfortable, but it's on motorcycle, we don't try to be comfortable, it's a thrill of the ride, and it's harder, of course, than driving in the car. Yeah, if you want a cushy, I would have been driving in my truck. So on the way back, I was riding, on my on the stock seat, and the first thing was like, wow, it's kind of nice, stock, it doesn't wiggle, it's kind of hard, it feels good. Well, that felt good, for about 150 miles. After 150 miles, I started really craving, for that sheepskin. So that basically, told me like, okay, this works. But yeah, there is a hustle, related to it, in terms of, you need to strap it, and if it rains, you take it off, so, choose your poison, I mean, it's one of those things. So this is what mine is like, okay? So this thing, basically what I did, so you don't want to make it too big, you just want to make it fit nice on your seat, and I kind of made it for my Super Tenere. This one is just kind of, it just happens to fit. Maybe it's all big, for this one. But what I did, I just used my upholstery machine, put a couple loops, but hoops, I don't know how you call it, hoops. And then on the front one, I'm also have a couple hoops, and what I do on this one, I just put, the shoelace to kind of tuck it in, and on the back, I just tie it. And it actually works pretty well. It actually doesn't move at all. I put it underneath my improvised storage here, and that will be another thing, we're going to talk about. So, okay, so improvising storage. Okay, so I was thinking, before I actually got the hard bags, I was using this, I think this is 47-liter dry bag from Academy Marine Raider, $25 for 47 liters. Comes actually as a little backpack, that you can really strap up around yourself. And then on the top, you have this thing, so I can usually put my crocs in here and water and some tent. I put inside of here my tent, my sleeping bag, little extra clothes. I actually went to several camping trips having nothing more than this. Actually the only thing that I actually used beside that was pants. Okay, so usually I will use these pants. These are all military pants that I never wore for anything. It was just collecting dust. And the nice thing about them, they have this little thing on the bottom, So just tighten this up, tight to my so I just use these, strap them, use these little ties. Or actually, the better thing is, to use a climbing rope, 4mm, 5mm, and replace this crap, even though this is pretty strong enough, and just tie it, to the passenger pegs, and then, find the second spot, where I used to have a handlebars, just have another rope, to put around it. And here, what I do, I would get another rope and just use it, and tighten it. So I can carry water, I can carry food, I can hold all the things, that I'm gonna use and consume, and I don't need to worry. But once I'm at a destination, I can actually use these pants, to wear them, if they are not wet, or something, So it's kind of handy trick, but, it comes with some pros and cons, You have to figure out. This is actually what I use instead of this is, I think, 7mm rope. I usually have several pieces of these, shorter, longer, anywhere from 4mm to 7mm is I find the best. I use this instead of belt, and just I have something, to kind of tie things, and then to strap my bag. I used to strap these, this bag with these ropes, and God forbid, shit happens, it can be used as a tourniquet, or for anything else, or hang yourself, to take it, I don't know, I'm just talking shit, The other couple things, that I found useful, I bought this thing, this little plastic piece. I don't know, it was like overpriced, $5. I had some coupon, I didn't know what to do with. So I said, fuck it, just to kind of buy something, So I bought this, it's actually pretty good when I can find it. I usually kind of like put it in a pocket of my adventure jacket, and supposedly, if you get into if you ride on dirt and it's soft ground, which happened to me many times actually, for some reason it always rains when I'm riding somewhere. You kind of put this down and then it holds your bike up, it doesn't sink. The biggest problem initially was, like, I couldn't freaking, well, the first problem is I can never find it. The second, so I put, this little kind of tape, to kind of be more visible, but I still can't find it. And then I, tie the shoelace, so I can actually, it doesn't run away when I toss it, it doesn't run away. So this is kind of handy, Other than that, when I'm in the garage, I just put the hockey puck, you buy like $5, or $3, for $5. Heck of a lot better deal. The thing that I find handy is these, little straps. This one I kind of scavenged, from my daughter's swimming vest, that she outgrew. So this is kind of just right, it's, to tie these kind of like a dry bag, and, just to strap to different things, yeah. So another thing that I'm using is, that I find handy, is these big ass Ziplocs, which I shortened, to what, maybe 4 inch, I don't know, 3 inch or something, 4 inch. You know, so they are long, but they're not too long. You know, so I can actually strap, you know, my pants, you know, like my pants, you know, I modified my judo gi pants and put couple hoops and then you know, so that I can tie them up, you know, to my bars, which gives me extra storage. And the best thing about it, you know, because they are so big, I can actually use it just a pocket knife, you know, and open them up. You know, so having a bunch of these, you know, different lengths, you know, it doesn't cost more than $2-3, you know, to get like, I don't know, 12 of them in Harbor Freight or somewhere, you know. So, yeah, those are my hacks, you know, to go on longer trips. It works. I'm not saying that all of this is safe, but, you know, you kind of need to use some brain, you know, when I'm doing this, you know, to not make it kind of dangerous.